Hey guys, it's me, Misha Lee. I am on the road. Been on the road for 2 days. How you guys been doing? I wanted to jump on here and just first of all say good morning. I hope we do not lose our signal, because you know that sometimes when you're driving you lose your signal. But I had to go live today, this morning, because I had something on my mind super important for me to be able to share with you guys the things that I experience and the things that go on, because I honestly 100% believe that we all go through very similar circumstances and situations in life. I don't see that we have a whole lot of different things going on between us. Let me stop for 1 minute and make sure. Can you guys hear me? I hope you can hear me. Make a comment in the comment box if you can hear me. So anyway, sometimes the topic for today is sometimes. Thank you so much. If you can hear me, make sure you put a comment in. I'm not trying to, I can't flip my phone right now. But anyway, sometimes the best way you can help somebody is to not help them at all and let them figure it out themselves. And if you are like me, that is very, very, very difficult to do, because God created in me a very helpful, motivational, inspirational spirit. Always been that person since I was a kid, just always been that one. But there are going to be times in your life when you are attempting to help people where you clearly can see where if they can just cross that bridge, if they can just make this small adjustment, if they can just move that pendulum over, if they can just slide that domino over just a little bit, they would be winning beyond anything they ever experienced in their life. But I'm going to tell you something. Sometimes the insight that God give you, people don't necessarily want to hold on to, or they don't want to see. Because, let me say this first. People believe what they believe because of their experiences, the things that they were taught, and the things that they have seen through their own eyes. You always heard sweep around your own front door before you try to sweep around mine. Or have you heard the old saying that when you looking through your own glass, that sometimes looking out your own glass is blurry, but when people looking in at your window, they can see clearly what's going on? Sometimes in our lives, and this can happen for all of us, including me, the way that we see things is completely distorted. The way that we interpret things is off. It's not right. It's just not right. No matter what you try to do to convince yourself that it's right, it's not. And the general consensus is, the more people that think or say that things isn't right, then you tend to just believe that's what it is. And it's so hard in this day and time, because everybody want to live their own truth and have their own way about things. But the truth of the matter is people believe what they believe because of the things that they've seen, the things they've experienced, and the things that they believe. And once people have had those experiences, once people have talked themselves into whatever mindset it is that they're in, sometimes you're actually fighting and making it worse, trying to help them, simply because in their mind, this is how things are supposed to be. I heard somebody saying, I want you guys to take this with you all day long. I heard, I was looking at Dave Chappelle, and he was saying that he told his dad, I hate being broke. I hate being broke. I hate being poor. He said his daddy told him, he said, son, he said, you're not poor. He said, poor is a mindset. He said, you broke because you ain't got no money. And that's the thing, that right there is a whole situation that a lot of people will never, ever, ever get over, because in their minds and in their head, they are 100% poor. They think they're poor because they don't have the cars, the houses, and all the stuff that everybody else have. But that's not true. They're simply broke. They have to change their mentality. You have people who make more than 6 figures a year. People who make plenty of money, have plenty of money going on. And they broke. And they consider themselves not poor, but they broke because they do have a poor mindset. So the amount of money you have don't make you not poor. It starts up here first. So with that being said, if you're trying to help somebody who 100% has convinced themselves that things are a particular way, you'll find that you're doing more harm to the relationship than not by trying to help them. Think about this. Think about our children, for those of you that have kids. When you think about your kids, you would do anything in the world to make sure your kids are good. It ain't no amount of money, no amount of nothing that you wouldn't give to make sure your kids are all right. But you know what? I'm going to tell you something, what I learned, and this is the truth. Sometimes helping your kids is only making things worse. Sometimes you got to let them figure it out by themselves. If you listen, every mama that I know, every father that I know that love their children, which I haven't met anybody that don't, they want their kids to be successful. They want their kids to be better. They want their kids to have more than them. They want their kids to elevate themselves ahead of them. They want their kids to be the best of the best of the best of the best. And I get that. And it ain't too much that we haven't or will not do to make sure that happens. Good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for joining. Make sure you share the post. And make sure you follow me on YouTube. I get that. But at the same time, when you are constantly trying to help your children, when you constantly giving, you don't give them the opportunity to get the knowledge that you got. You know how you got the knowledge that you got? You know how you learned what you learned by the things that you went through. Every hurt, pain, broken bone, broken heart, broken promise, all those things made you the person that you are. Had you not experienced those things, you wouldn't be where you are. And if you want your children to have that same strength, if you want your children to have that same resilience, if you want your children to have that same, I'm going to push through, you're going to have to step back off of it. You're going to have to step back. And that's not easy. It's not easy as a parent when you out here trying to live the world. And considering the state that our world is right now, it's not easy for you to step away and not reach out to help your own children. That's your seed. And I'll be honest, if you like me, not gonna let mine hit the ground, but I did have to learn that it's sometimes I have to stay my hand. It's sometimes I have to shut my mouth and not say something. And sometimes I have to look at them and look with a blind eye. For real. Because they have to learn. Not letting them learn is not help. You protecting and covering and keeping them and always being there and always bailing them out of jail. Even the Bible tells you that if you save your children, you'll have to do it again. You always bailing them out of jail, standing up for them. And hey, I'm a mom. You know, I don't judge nobody when it comes to stuff like that. But the truth of the fact is that once you start saving them, you're going to always have to save them. Sometimes you're going to have to let them sit. Sometimes you're going to have to let it. It's going to hurt you, but it's going to kill them if you don't. Listen to what I said. Write that down. It's going to hurt you not to help them. It's going to hurt you not to run to their rescue. It's going to hurt you not to bail them out. It's going to hurt you. I'm telling you, it's going to hurt you. It's going to hurt you bad. It's going to get you right there in your gut. What will hurt you if you don't let it happen, it's going to kill them. So you have to make a decision between your hurt, you dealing with your hurt and letting them live, or you say, that's my baby. I'm going. Go ahead. And you'll kill them. Not necessarily in the flesh, but you'll kill their opportunity. You could kill their spirit. You can kill their vision. You can kill their understanding. You can kill a lot of things. And this is true. I can talk about it because I've been guilty of always running to the rescue of my kids if they need something, if stuff was going on, if somebody says something. I mean, I'm showing up. I'm like, okay, let's have a conversation. I mean, as a parent, you parent, but once they get grown and once they get a certain age, you have to allow them to have their own experiences. You got to let your daughters have their own experiences in these relationships with these men. Yeah, we know they ain't no good. We in the scene that we know they ain't no good. But guess what? If you don't let her learn that he ain't no good, guess what's going to happen? She's going to keep picking the same type of man. You have to give them the information. You have to teach them. And once you share that with them, however it comes across, because sometimes it might come across really strong, but as long as it comes across and they get it, let it go. Leave it alone. Even with relationships. Even with relationships with your partner, your spouse, your wife, your husband, your cousin, your mom and them, whoever it is. Even when it comes to your relationships, you have to learn how to allow people to do what it is that they're going to do. Even if you see them about to fall off a cliff, even if you see them about to slip off the edge of the chair with a noose around their neck, it ain't nothing you can do about it. Sometimes you got to let them go down the path that they're going to go down and just be there for them just in case they reach out for help. Because you're not going to be able to help everybody. And sometimes the best help that you can give people is letting them help themselves. Listen, guys, my name is Misha Lee. I love you so much. For those of you that are in my class, we will have class tonight at 8:30. And for those of you that are interested in joining that class, you make sure inbox me and I give you all the information that you need. Thank you so much for sharing my post. I love you guys. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.